Good morning. There she is. How are you? Okay, today's class, woohoo! I'm going to use a disc. Of course, it's optional if you don't want to when we do lunges. And I just have one set of weights today. Not the heaviest, but certainly not the lightest. So let's stand with our feet hip width apart. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms all the way up. And then lift the shoulders up and then take it all the way down and let your head go. So you're just sort of letting the whole upper body just sort of dangle with your legs as straight as you can get them. Now we're going to inhale to a flat back and then come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling again. We're going to do this 2 more times. Lift the shoulders like you're really trying to reach for something. And then let it all go. Take a few more breaths here before we extend the spine. And then reach it all the way back up again. You're pushing your weight into the heels when you rise back up. Lift those shoulders, reach, and take it all the way down again. Inhale, extend the spine, and then exhale, walk your hands baby steps all the way to the front of the mat. So you're in your high plank position, try to push the heels towards the back of the room, and now go to a down dog. Then lift up onto your tippy toes, and then come back to plank, and do it again. Downward dog. Now you're going to push your heels towards the floor. 2 more times. Lift up, float that body forward, draw in the belly, and then go right back to down dog, pushing your heels towards the floor. Legs, of course, are nice and straight. Back up onto the tippy toes. Bring that body forward so your shoulders are over the wrists. And now put your knees down on the floor. Sort of open them up a little bit. And let's take the hands to the corners of the front of the mat and shift your hips all the way back towards your heels. A couple of big deep breaths as you try to sink that chest towards the floor. And now come up onto all fours. So you're going to bring your knees back under the hips. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So big arch in the back. And then flip it around. Take your gaze forward. And do it again. Big arch. And let's just run through this 2 or 3 more times. Maybe try shifting those hips back a little bit. Just to change up the angle. Okay, so now in this quadruped position with your spine neutral, I just want you to lower the chest through the straight arms and press away. So come down, maybe 3 or 4 counts down, 3 or 4 counts up. So it's nice and slow. Let the chest go as far as it can and then push back away. Just 2 more of these. Okay, now tuck those toes under if they aren't already. Meet me in a small downward dog. So the heels should be able to be on the floor. And now come back to a bear position. So you're not going to let the knees get on the mat, just fold them above. And then right back to that small downward dog again. Couple more. And your last one, walk your hands back to your feet. Meet me in a full forward fold. With the legs nice and straight. Inhale, extend the spine. Walk your fingertips forward
and try to shift your hips back. Keep your head wherever your neck feels happy. And then fold it all the way down. Do it again. Inhale, extend the spine. Hips shift back first this time, then walk those fingers forward. And again, fold. Now roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. There we go. Big deep breath. Reach the arms up and then take the arms down. We're going to step our left foot forward. Lift your back heel up, nice and high. Lean forward and take the arms by your side. Palms are going to face the floor. And lean in a little bit more. So you're really trying to put most of your weight into this left leg. And now we're going to bring the arms up and back. It's part of our warm-up today. So when the arms come up, the palms face, and when they go down, they're going to face the floor. I'm going to go pretty quick here to get a little heart rate response. Just a few more. Okay, hands to heart, step forward. We're going to switch sides. So left foot's going to go back. Big forward lean here. Take the arms back by your side. Really crowd out the chest. Think about really putting as much weight into that right leg as you can, and then start to work the arms up and down. So exhale when the arms come up, and inhale when they go down. Make these as fabulous as you can. Really try to get them higher each time. Two more. Okay, hands to heart, step forward. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to bring your arms out in front, parallel to the floor. Give me a little squat and come up. Maybe go a little lower once we've done a few. Now let's pay attention to our knees. We don't want them wobbling in and out. Just try to find as much muscle to stabilize. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to just twist to the left and twist to the right. Your hips are moving too. Everything is turning to face the side of your room. Now just let the arms go. Big sway side to side. Couple more, should feel good. Okay, big deep breath. Reach the arms straight up to the ceiling. And then we're going to swan dive it down. Once you get down, you're going to extend the spine and now come into a squat. Go back to a straight leg, but hold the spine in extension. So you're not rounding. You're just bending the legs and straightening them. Now we're going to incorporate the arms. So when the arms go straight, when the legs go straight, you're going to lift the arms, come all the way up, swan dive it down, extend the arms out with your spine long, and then squat. Arms come up, you come up, and do it again. Okay, hold it up, reach, lift those shoulders up. And now go up and over to the left, both arms, and then up and over to the right. It's really a big reach here. Couple more, and then this warm-up is done. Make these fabulous.
Okay, relax. Little balance challenge before we start with our weights. Bring your hands on your hips and just lift your left foot up. So I've got my knee a little bit higher than the hip, which also works my hip flexor. Now I'm going to put it down and I'm going to lift the same leg up again. Try to lift that knee a little bit higher. I want you to feel that little pinch where that hip flexor is strong at work. Now put the foot down and do it one more time. Lift up. And put it down. Shake it out. And let's switch legs. Right knee up. You can circle your ankle if it feels good or you want to bring a little movement to this. Put it down. Lift it back up. Try to lift your knee a little higher. And put it down. One more time. I'm going to bring my hands to heart. It makes it a little harder. Whoops. There you go. Push that knee up as high as you can. Try to calm that left foot. Like if it's really going, oh my God, try to calm it. Relax. You're almost done. Okay, relax. Shake it out. I'm going to move my mat out of the way because I'm going to use a disc, but you don't need to if you prefer to just use muscle and legs and weights. So we're going to just start out doing a basic reverse lunge. So here we go. Right foot's working, weights are in your hands. I'm going to slide this foot backwards or step it if you're not gliding. Come down. Now I'm going to lower the knee towards the floor. Maybe it's going to touch, and then I'm going to slide back up. So if you're stepping back, you step back, lower your knee, step forward. When you're stepping forward, make sure you're weighting into your heel. And you decide how big of a step or glide back you go. We're staying on that same leg. So when you're coming up, you really want to use this left glute. That's why we try to keep all the weight in the back. And then we have a small forward lean of the upper body. To come up. It's pretty subtle, but it's there. Okay, we're going to do 4 more here on this leg and then we'll switch. When we switch sides, we're going to add in a little bicep curl. This is really a fabulous exercise for us. It might not be the most fun, but we know it's good for us. Okay, I'm going to switch feet now. When I work this leg, I'm going to add in a bicep curl. So slide it back or step it, lower that knee, curl up as you come up. But I still want you to give me a little bit of a forward lean on your way up. Nice and slow, no need to be in a hurry. Keep that chest nice and proud. It's all about posture, right? Remember, put all that weight in that right heel when you're getting yourself back up. 4 more. Okay, one more, I think. I don't know. Kind of got lost in the moment. Okay. Put the weights down. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna come down into a plank. I'm not gonna bother with my mat because I'm gonna come back to the disc. But just get yourself into a high plank. You're gonna open your feet at least a little wider than hip width. Now you have the option to put your knees on the floor if you like, but I'm gonna do some shoulder taps here. So opposite hand taps the shoulder. Try to keep your hips as quiet as you can. So very little movement from those hips. And if you're struggling and you're on your knees or not, take your feet wider or your knees wider. It makes it easier. Okay, back to a down dog. Walk your feet all the way forward to the hands. Inhale, extend the spine. And then reverse it, come back up, reach for the ceiling. Nice, relax. Okay. That was an opportunity of us working some quick twitch muscles, which is important for our aging process. Okay, this is an easy one. Just some squats, 10 of them. So squat down as low as you can get that butt and then come back up. And do it again. 9 more. 8 more. So I'm going fairly quickly, but I'm just slowing it down when I get down to see if I can get any lower. So it's all about dropping the butt, not the upper body. So keep that face looking forward. Last 2. Last 1. Put the weights down. Okay, we're going to do some curtsy squats without any weights to start. So you can have your hands on your waist or at your chest. We're going to start working. We're going to move the right leg. We're going to be working the left. So I'm going to take this foot back. So if I was looking at a tightrope, this back foot is further to the left. Now I'm just going to squat down, come back up. Stay on that same leg. You make your range of motion however you feel comfortable and stable in the move, right? Don't take the foot so far back. Maybe don't take it so far out. You got options, but it's a good exercise that also helps to improve our balance, the ability to catch ourselves. It's agility is basically what it is. Great for pickleball, Sue. It's all about agility. You might notice you're breathing a little heavier, at least I am. I can feel it, which is a good thing. I'm going to do 4 more. And we're going to come back to that high plank.
So however you want to get there, meet me in your high plank. Take those feet a little further than shoulder width. Put the knees down if you need to. Tap those shoulders. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Try to keep engaged as much as possible through that core. Couple more. Nice job. Get yourself back up, however you like. We're going to do those curtsy squats, working the right leg, so it's the left leg that's going to go back. Hold wherever you like. Squat it down with that foot going out to the side. Come back. So again, when I'm lifting back forward, I'm trying to get my butt doing the work. So I'm putting all the weight in my right heel. And if it doesn't feel comfortable having your knee go all the way down to the floor, you can limit how low you go, of course. But it's just good for agility to be swinging that leg around, catching the balance, and succeeding. So whatever you got to do it. Of course, one side's probably easier for us than the other. 4 more. So we didn't use weights while we were doing this because we haven't done these in a really long time. The next time I do them, we're going to be holding weights. Okay, 1 more. Okay. Back into that high plank for the last time, I promise. Let's go. Shoulder taps. Spread the knees and feet if you need to. Tuck in that belly. Keep it going. Quiet through the hips. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk it backwards till you're in a full fold. Hang out and breathe. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Lift the shoulders up. And then relax. Okay, lateral lunges. This is where I'm going to use my disc. You do a step out lateral lunge if you don't have a disc or you don't like them. So here we go. I'm just going to hold the weights out in front with my arms long. I'm going to slide out, squat, try to touch the floor with my weights and glide it back in or step it. So 3 or 4 counts out. So even if you're stepping, you're doing it slowly and you're coming in. It's all about control, right?
Again, it's all about shifting those hips back, getting into that butt. Keeping the spine long. We have 4 more. Okay. I'm going to take a 2-second break. Getting sweaty. A little bit of water. Cheers. And we go to the other side. So fun. I'm just going to turn face the other way, just for fun. You don't have to. Slide out or step out. Come back in. Lots of control. Last 4. We got this. Then we're going to meet down on our mat. Whew. Last one. Okay. Get our mat back. She put it away. Meet me down on the mat. We're going to get ourselves into a bridge. However you want to get there. But let's get nice and flat on the blades. Tilt that pelvis up. Walk your heels close to your butt to start. Make sure your head is all the way at the back of the mat. Now bridge it up. Squeeze those butt cheeks. 10 times you bring your knees in to touch and you open back out all the way. Do it 10 times slowly. Squeeze in with lots of power. Open out without lowering the hips. So it's not just touching the knees, it's really pressing them together. So you get lots of muscle activating and working. Okay, so knees are hip width apart. Lift up the toes. We're going to walk our feet baby steps forward without putting the toes down. So step one leg out a little bit, and then the other one joins. Then start with the other one first, and then it joins, and keep going. Till you can't go anymore, till your feet are off the mat. But it's a step out, the other one meets it. And then maybe you start to slide out if you're getting close to the end. Once you feel like you can't take the feet out any further, hold on that and breathe. Feeling the whole hamstring here. 5, 4, 3, go a little further if you can. We're just going to put the butt on the floor. We're not walking back in. Nice job. Straighten out those legs. Arms go all the way back behind you. Point those toes. Give yourself some love. hang out and breathe. Okay, we're gonna bring the arms back by our side. We're gonna walk the feet back in from their furthest point possible. So what does that mean? You gotta put a little bend in the leg. Flex those feet, you're on your heels. You can use your arms for a little help if you need to, or you can cup your fingers and let the arms come off the floor, which makes this much more challenging. You decide, get ready, psych yourself up here, lift your butt up, little baby step or slide back in. Keep the butt squeezing and working. Slide again a little further, don't be in a hurry. Little further. Keep lifting those hips higher as much as you can every time. Little further. Little further. Put your feet down on the floor. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Clasp the fingers together. Take the arms back behind you and bring them forward as far as they can go. Do that 4 more times, slowly. Just working a little mobility for the shoulders, your lats. Keep your ribs down, your butt tight. Hopefully you're feeling the back side of the body talking to you. Couple more. Okay, relax the arms to the floor, extend the legs all the way out. You're going to bring the left knee up and into the chest. Should feel good. Take it back down. Switch it for the right. Take it back down. Bring your arms back behind you. Pilates style. We're coming up. Tuck that chin. Draw the belly in. Now we're really going to stretch out these hamstrings by diving between the legs. Should feel fabulous. Hang out here just for some nice deep breaths. Okay, I'm going to pick up my weights. We're going to do some tricep extensions. We're going to get ourselves back into that bridge with our weights. So walk those feet close to your butt. Weights are straight up to the ceiling over the chest with your arms straight. Palms face. Now pick that butt up so you're in a bridge. Give me some extension. So you bend at the elbow slowly and then fully extend the arm again. No movement between the elbow and the shoulder. Loose grip on the weights. So if you go up a little quicker than you come down, I'm fine with that. It's the going down part that I want you to really show a lot of control. So there's no wobbling, no taking the elbows out to the side. You want to keep the elbows over the shoulders, so you're really isolating the tricep, the back part of the arm. Let's be mindful not to be squeezing the weights. You hold them as loosely as you can. Now, right now I'm using a slightly lighter weight than I normally do. I'm going to try to rep this out a little bit more. But if you need to start alternating or choosing a lighter weight, go ahead. We're really now working on muscle endurance. When you do more reps, you're trying to build endurance.
So it's all about exercising weights, or sorry, the body to build endurance. Also, when we do fewer reps with lighter weights, we're trying to build muscle. So you gotta do it all, ladies. Never easy. We worked on agility today, which is important. So the back of these arms should be starting to almost be talking to you. Trembling, burning, all of the above. Take your mind somewhere else, try to rep this out maybe 5 or 6 more times. Keep those buns up. Okay. Put those weights down. We're gonna meet lying back down. Oh my goodness, take that full body stretch, why not? Reach the arms nice and long. Okay, bring your elbows and wrists at in the same line. So you're in a field goal position with the arms. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Step your feet in. Tilt the pelvis up so you feel the low back skin on the floor. Now take a peek at those elbows. Sometimes we think they're in the right spot, but they may not be. So we're gonna work our shoulders a little bit here. So really important, keep the shoulders down. Don't let them roll forward or up. Lift the hands up. Let them come as far forward as you can without moving the shoulders. And then take it back down. Now slide those hands along the floor till you connect your thumb and middle finger, keeping the forearms on the floor. Then go back to the field goal post, nice and slow, and then let the hands come forward again. And do it again. Back of the hands on the floor, slide them back, keeping those arms dragging along the floor. See if you can connect your middle finger, your index finger and your thumb. Come back, let the hands come forward. And repeat. Slide back. Slide. Lift those hands. Shoulders stay down. They lock down. Just do this a few more times. Really good for mobility, flexibility, posture. Think of how much we flex our spine throughout a day. Too much. Okay, let's bring the knees into the chest. You're going to keep them together, make a nice little circle to massage that lower back. The good news is we have 5 minutes to stretch, which is awesome. So let's circle the opposite way. We're going to do the 90-90 stretch first, then we're going to do figure 4, and then we're going to do a little spinal rotation stretch. So here we go. Rock yourself forward. Scoot that butt all the way over to the right side of the mat and give me 90-90 in both legs. So your ankle and your knee in the same line. Walk your hands forward and start to lean forward. Take that torso down and then walk it back. And do that 4 more times, slowly. Come back. You can take baby steps with the hands or big steps. You just really want to be using your upper body weight to make the movement happen. So don't depend on the arms too much. For this last one, I'm gonna hold my hands at my heart, hold down without the use of the arms. I'm gonna hold here for a few breaths. And then come back up. Okay, scoot over to the other side. Let's get into the 90-90. And start to walk it out. You want to keep both feet flexed. Do a few more. On the last one, see if you can bring your hands to your heart, not use them, come down, take a nice deep breath or two, and then bring it back up. Bring your hands behind you. We're just going to flip the legs from one side to the other. So you're moving in the 90-90. Okay, now hold so you're facing forward. Bring your right hand onto that forward shin. I want you to lift your back heel up and down. Lift it off the floor and lower it. You can let this hip roll forward, the right hip, as you lift it. Now switch the legs to face the back of the room. Take that left hand to your shin and then lift the back foot up and down. Okay, both hands behind you, you're gonna flip it forward and then back. Just a few more times, nice and slow. Okay, now once they're forward, bring both legs forward. Lie it down, we're gonna do our figure four stretch. So take this right foot onto your left thigh. Using the muscle in that right leg, try to move the right knee forward. And then bring it in. Do it 3 more times. Forward and back. You're trying to improve your flexibility and range of motion here through that hip joint. Okay, now hold it as far forward as you can get it, and without using your arms, lift your left foot off the floor and create a little tug of war. Use that right foot to push into that left thigh, and then try to get that left knee in. And then release the left foot down and the right and switch legs. So get that foot flexed on the thigh and then move the left knee forward and bring it in. Keep trying to get more range. Hold it out, lift the right foot up. Use your left foot to try to move that right leg forward, but don't let it. In fact, do the opposite, pull it in even closer. Okay, release the right foot to the floor and the left. So, with your feet hip width apart, maybe even a little wider, let your knees fall to the left and take your right arm straight up and straight back. So I'm trying to get you a stretch right over that left side body. So you're really on your right shoulder blade. Your chest is facing up towards the ceiling. Now we're trying to pull that left knee down towards the floor.
Bring the arm in first, then one knee up at a time. And take the knees to the other side. Bring the right arm up and back this time. Now you're reaching that arm. This is working, right? You're trying to touch the back of your room. Try to lower that right knee closer to the floor. Getting into the waistband of those pants, right on that right side, right at the waist is where you want to be feeling this. And bring both knees up. Bring them into the chest. Nice little circle. One last time. We are done. We're going to rock and roll up onto our feet. Come nice and high up onto the toes. Really get on high on the pad of the foot. It should feel really good. And now full forward fold. You're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Take a big deep breath, and I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! We did it. Good job, Sue.